mean, so anyone that's had the pleasure of having CMS come in or your state surveyors come in are used to kind of that prescriptive, no nonsense. They're looking for certain things. There's not a lot of talking, not a lot of collaboration, not a lot of education, not a lot of consultation. I think what's going to be very different is seeing that from the Joint Commission surveyors and having the Joint Commission surveyors adopt that persona. That's a very different way of how they're used to surveying. They're used to coming in, being more education consultative. They always looked at stuff, but being this prescriptive and having to fill out this many checklists is going to be a little bit different. I think for both the surveyors and for the hospital that's receiving it from the Joint Commission end. And I think it's going to be an evolution. I think that let's
Yeah.
figure out. I mean, I think at first it's going to, and it depends on the surveyor. Some Joint Commission surveyors, if they've been around, they love this new prescriptive way, no nonsense, get in, get out. Some are not, and I think it's just finding their new groove with this.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I mean, it's like anything else, right? It's going to major changes in the process are going to resonate well with some and not with others. And
Right.
there may be some that I don't want to say survive and others that don't, but some that hang in there and others decide to want to do something differently. And that'll be interesting. So that's a good point, though. CMS has always been that prescriptive, and I'm sure that is what's driving a lot of this. It's going to be an interesting first quarter of
Well,
2026.
in
Well,
days
as you
past, in my day, that's why you picked Joint Commission because you didn't want the prescriptiveness and kind of the harshness of CMS. That's why you chose to go through Joint Commission for your accreditation and for their deemed status because you like the style of Joint Commission better. And so it is going to be interesting as the styles merge a little bit. How what's a differentiator going to be then?
Well,
Yeah.
and Steve, as you said, it's the swing of the pendulum. From the hospital perspective, we've complained about Joint Commission for years because every surveyor would bring in their subjective evaluation, and that goes way over here. And then you go to CMS, and as Ramona said, CMS has always been very prescriptive. So it'll be interesting to see where that pendulum stops in the middle between an interactive educational tool to a hardline ABC black and white.
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to find out together, that's for sure. And then we'll stay on top of it. And that's one of the reasons we're doing these things in such a regular interval. And we'll plan to continue to do them as this evolves and we get, can refine our story a little bit based on real world examples. I think it's a good thing that we've got a couple of hospitals that are going to be surveyed early on. They may not be as happy about it as we are, but it is what it is.